More than 150,000 residents of the Kursk region who became refugees expressed their anger at Putin. The Moscow Times reports residents of Kursk region are also unhappy with Putin's words that any war is action without which life would be boring. Residents of Kursk region are also dissatisfied with the statement of the Russian Foreign Ministry in its commentary on the shelling of Rylsk on December 20th, 2024. On November 7th, a public page called on refugees from the Kursk region to have a walk on Red Square in the regional capital. Friendly, cheerful, sincerely. You can even shout, said a local resident's post, which was blocked 3 days later. Despite this, the rally in Kursk still took place on November 10th. People demanded that the authorities provide them with housing, admit that there is a war going on, and punish the generals who allowed the Ukrainian Armed Forces to invade the region. In response, a representative of the Kursk regional administration called the actions of the protesters illegal, demanded that they name the organizers of the action and disperse. The protesters refused. About a month later, Putin dismissed Governor Alexei Smirnov and appointed State Duma Deputy Alexander Khinshtein, who had never worked in the executive branch, in his place. A new head of the region has already managed to become famous for scolding a local pharmacy worker on camera and forbidding officials to inform the population about battles with the Ukrainian Armed Forces. On December 20th, Khinshtein, who was appointed governor to ensure crisis management, told Kursk residents who suffered from the shelling that they should not expect full compensation for lost property from the state. Instead, budget money will be spent on continuing the war started by Putin. Earlier, refugees from Kursk protested that Russian authorities' failure to deliver promised debt relief, adequate temporary shelter, and compensation for lost housing. Refugees from the village from Olgovka in the Kursk region have appealed to Russian dictator Vladimir Putin to end this damn war. Residents of the village complain that the war has left them homeless and that they have been evacuated and do not have enough money from the authorities to rent a house.
A new round of Israeli airstrikes in Yemen on Thursday targeted the Houthi rebel-held capital, including Sanaa's international airport. Damage to the airport's control tower and buildings could be seen in footage aired by the Houthi-controlled satellite channel Al Masirah. The Israeli strikes followed several days of Houthi launches setting off sirens in Israel. The Israeli military said it attacked infrastructure used by the Iran-backed Houthis at the international airport in Sana'a and ports in Hodeidah, Al Salif and Ras Kantib, along with power stations, asserting they were used to smuggle in Iranian weapons and for the entry of senior Iranian officials. The strikes came a day after Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said the Houthis, too, will learn what Hamas and Hezbollah and Assad's regime and others learned as his military has battled those more powerful proxies of Iran. The Houthi-controlled satellite channel Al Masirah reported multiple deaths and showed in its footage broken windows, collapsed ceilings and a blood-stained floor and vehicle at the airport. Iran's foreign ministry condemned the strikes. The U.S. military also has targeted the Houthis in recent days. Over the weekend, 16 people were wounded when a Houthi missile hit a playground in the Israeli city of Tel Aviv, while other missiles and drones have been shot down. Last week, Israeli jets struck Sana'a and Hodeidah, killing 9 people, calling it a response to previous Houthi attacks. The Houthis also have been targeting shipping on the Red Sea corridor, calling it solidarity with Palestinians in Gaza.